Hello guys, this is my new video, number 4 I think, and we go on my new Turbodrive, the model for Big Magnum. So pretty much for black work, solid black, but of course you can use to put solid red or solid yellow. That's the same. Let's see, clip cord or also with the RCA connection, okay, and it's quite compact, not that really big, you can see, compared to a disposable tube. This is a 30 millimeter. It's pretty good, the size, very easy to handle. Is a thick aluminum construction. You can see here it's really thick. So it's a solid machine. It's exactly 150 grams. So it's not so light, but also not so heavy. So let's say pretty much like an aluminum coil machine, just to give an idea. Is a custom 15 volts motor, so this motor can push a regular needle and also cartridge, no problem. Okay, now let's go on the setup. The setup is just about the needle and how to put the rubber band, because this machine is fixed stroke, so you can adjust nothing, so very easy, plug and play, like monkey proof. The stroke is about 3.5 millimeter, but as you can see here on the armature bar, have an O-ring, okay, and then after the O-ring you can see is the heating screw. So the O-ring touch before the screw, and if you can check, like on this way, when you put down the bar with your finger, okay, and you can see still a space before the screw touching the frame. So what's happened, that the O-ring first hit the frame and then give like an extra half millimeter to penetrate more the skin. So let's say it's a 3.5 plus something stroke, and this thing is really good. It's like an extra shot to penetrate the skin and put the ink. Is a very good thing. The machine comes set up in this way. Come with the two different hexagon key, like you see here. So if you want only hit on the O-ring, you just release a bit the side screw and adjust the heating screw. That's it. So pretty simple. I think how it comes set up is really the best option. But like you say, if you want, if you don't wanna hear the noise of the screw, like a kind of a coil machine noise, you just release and adjust the heating screw. That's it. You only hitting in the O-ring, and that's perfect. Okay, one important thing that not just for this machine, any kind of machine, can be a coil, a rotary, whatever you want, is this. The O-ring normally are made in few different material. Like the most common is called an NBR, that is pretty much like a kind of neoprene, something, nitrile, and then is the most common, the standard O-ring, and then have a silicone, is a little bit more soft. Normally the silicone is a red color, but have also in the black color. So the problem is this: if you use any, okay, this is just alcohol, okay, But if you use some kind of very aggressive spray to clean the machine, and you spray directly a lot like this on top, you're gonna dry the O-ring and it broke, and you're gonna fuck the bearing, and you're gonna fuck the spring, and any mechanism is get damaged, because those spray to like germicide is a very aggressive, the material inside. So rule number one, when you learn tattooing, you have to learn to don't dirty your machine. That's it. It's simple. It's part of the job. So you have to cover the machine. If you don't want to cover the machine, just don't touch with your dirty glove. That's it. It's pretty simple. Nothing from another war. And if you want to clean the machine, well, you take a piece of paper, you spray your whatever you want on top, and like this, and you go on cleaning the machine. You can spray direct like a lot and leave the machine there. This is what kills any type of machine, even the coil. Well, the coil don't have a motor, don't have a bearing, but you're gonna fuck the contact screw and the spring. That's it. You have to learn to tattooing clean. You don't have to dirty your machine. And don't touch with the finger, with the dirty glove. That's it. It's really simple. Okay? Go. Let's go in on the setup. Regular needle. Okay. So, okay, here we have a disposable tube that is pretty much what mostly of you guys gonna use, because nobody have autoclave anymore. Who have is too lazy to clean the grips and whatever. So with the disposable grip, I really suggest to do this operation first. Take like the normal paper you use, you bend, like you fold in a few parts, something like this, and then you wrap around. Okay. This is not really just to create more bigger grip, but honestly it cut a lot down the vibration. Just a few pieces of paper, very easy. And if you have this, you wrap around. If you don't have, just put a rubber band like this, pretty much. That's it. Or like paper tape. So it's a good option. I really recommend them to do this if you go with the disposable grip. Of course, if you have stainless steel, this is another story. Let's go. Needle. Okay. Here again, all those machines with the famous Cubin sidewinder system, they snap the grommets because the stroke going large and the heat is too much. So you need to use a very hard grommet. If you don't have hard grommets, you use paper. That's it. You cannot try with the soft grommet because you just have there. No way. So you need to use a hard one or paper. Everybody have a paper. That's it. One very good thing. Okay, if you now I show you with my crystal grommet. So if you get from me, you get the famous tool to open up a little bit the needle bar loop. Otherwise, I suggest to use any pliers. So just open a bit. If you don't have the pliers because you don't want to spend the money on a fucking plier, just use a where is, let's see, like a scissor. There we go. Like a normal scissor. You have a scissor, no? You put inside this the loop and turn a bit. That's just 1 millimeter is enough. How to bend the needle? Straight needle, just bend a little bit. Then, straight needle bar, just bend a little bit. You see, like the needle himself, and at the opposite, you bend the part of the with the loop. Let's see if you can see. You can see this is bend, straight bar, and bend again. That's it. Little bit, not really much, okay? Then you go with the grommets or the paper. Let's say paper is always the best because it's free and everybody have, so you don't have excuse, okay? Then you go on the tube, like just go inside, normal, like any machine. Rubber band. Okay, now I show you with my rubber bands because they perfect. There's million of other rubber bands they can work good, but they have to be the size is good, okay? If you don't have my rubber band, I show you with the famous Acorn rubber band because it's the most famous ever, and they use 3, okay? 3 of the Acorn because even 4 sometime. Depend if you have some spitting ink or no, because they're very thin. Let's go with mine. You can see the machine here have two part carved in the frame. Here is the perfect position that hold the rubber band. So you go inside like this, okay, easy. Let me show you from the opposite side. You twist the rubber band 1, even 2 times and go like this. Okay? And then now you adjust the rubber band that go inside the 2 carved spot. Very simple. Okay? That's it. So now you adjust the bar. Since the disposable tube are pretty much the same size everywhere, what the setup that you have is pretty much like this. You're gonna have the tube that come out maybe 1 millimeter from my frame or at the same level. That's it. Okay. So what I suggest here is how much have to come out the needle. So here is the same things. Depend how you tattooing. Okay. But recently the secret of do solid black easy and the heal fast is come out with the needle very short from the tip and give the machine much power you can. That's it. This is not gonna miss a shot. So you come out very short, pretty much 1 millimeter, 1.5, because you remember, like I say in the beginning of the video, if you use the setup like the machine come, you have the extra 0.5 millimeter of stroke, because the O-ring it press and give you a little bit more, okay? That's it. So very short you have to come out with the needle from the tips. One more things, you took another rubber band and go in this way. You go inside the tube, like here, no? Okay. So again, like from this, I show you from the reverse part of it. So you flip 1 time and go on top. And then you adjust just a bit on this way. There we go. So you have the rubber band that hold good the needle. But if you see, the rubber band never touch the needle, only touch the bar. So there's no problem that the needle can damage the rubber band and maybe create a rubber powder that go inside the ink, that go inside your skin. One very good thing is before start tattooing with your finger, touch some Vaseline or whatever you use, and put here between the rubber band and the needle bar to lubricate this section. That's it. This is the perfect setup. At that point, yes, you wrap, or if you wrap already, that's it, going on top of the paper with the rubber band is the same. But pretty much this is the best setup. Now, voltage running. Okay. Like I said, this is a 15 volts custom motor, and so you have to use, my suggested voltage is about from 10.5 to 11.5 volts. Okay, just to have you an idea, the machine set up in this way, if you're running at 10.5 volts, the needle, the speed is exactly 6,000 RPM. That is 100 Hertz. Okay, and I measure this not with a strobo light that I have. Is an old machine. One day I'm gonna make a video about this, that it can check the speed of anything in the movement. So I give you the real speed, 10.5 volts with 49 magnum setup on the disposable tube. The machine run at 100 Hertz. Okay, so 11 volts, you have almost 130 Hertz speed, full speed with a lot of power. That is really good. I mean, we talk about a serious speed and power. So now I run at 11, let me see here, yes, 11 volt on a critical supply. Red color of your clip core, always down position. You can see I have a small red color washer here. So the motor spin in the clockwise direction and create the most power. Don't try to flip or bullshit because you're gonna damage the motor. Just go stick on the plan. Red down, always down. And that's it. Let's go 11.5. It's really strong. I mean, it's very hard that you're gonna find a rotary machine strong like this. Very hard, I guarantee. And of course, the most easy and fast way is still always the coil machine with the fan for the solid blade. This is unbeatable. There's no way to beat this system. But this is the best option can offer. Okay, if you really don't want to use a coil machine, this is the best thing you can have for solid black. Absolutely. Can beat any other rotor. You can try and see yourself. And pretty much is this. If you want to go higher, yeah, let's go. The motor don't have any problem. Go at 12 volt, but it's really fast. Probably even too much, but it's up to you. So, regular needle setup, pretty much I explain everything. Let's go on the cartridge setup. Okay, cartridge setup is again okay, I suggest don't use disposable tube on cartridge because they bullshit and you keep made garbage. So the good point of the cartridge is that you can use one grip, you cover properly, nice, and you don't contaminate this. There's no way. Like, again, if you are dirty, you contaminate everything. You have to learn to tattooing clean. That's it. Not just tattooing good. Tattooing good is better if you tattoo good, but you have to tattooing clean. That's it. It's part of the job. So use a good grip, and you bend in a perfectly way. The perfectly way is quite simple, actually. You're gonna use let me see if I have one here. Okay, like what do you call again this, the clip core cover. Here we go. Clip core cover. Go inside. Wait a second, just it's a little bit bigger, my grip. No, okay, let's go. So you go inside, nice, like this. Okay, then you bend one rubber band. This never gonna escape anymore. Then you cut out this. Okay, and now you wrap with the famous bandage. But when you wrap your tube, you have to try to cover most possible this part also. I hate when the tattoo artists just put the bandage, they don't put any plastic inside, so it's like they don't care. You get sick, fuck you. Well, it's not the right things to do. This is the right things to do. Not the right things, the only way should be do, actually. You can see, try to cover more space possible. That's it, that's good. Yes, this is a properly cover grip. And then with the cartridge, this is a little bit bigger, so I can, well, you open there, and that's it. This is the way. It's the only way. Another good things, instead of this, is those piece of transparent plastic that is like they stick. Normally it's a roll that is a pre-cut, and it come out like a piece, and it's like stick. It's like kind of adhesive, so it's very good. It's even more thicker than this. Is good. So you put like here, and then wrap, and then again you go with the bandage. That's it. Normally when you buy those grip, it come with 2 or 3 different bar. The perfect size for this machine is the 90mm bar that supposes the one in the middle of the tree, the medium one. Again, hard grommets, you can use soft grommets here, the same. My grommet, open a little bit the loop with the famous cross tool, or with the scissor, or whatever you have, but open this. If you don't have this, forget, go with the paper, cheap and everywhere have. So let's set up the cartridge grip. Okay, now put the cartridge to understand if the tube going a little bit more up or a little bit more down. That's pretty much whatever you want. One different things between a regular needle cartridge setup. Okay, since the cartridge have the famous membrane elastic inside, the how to say, the tension of the membrane try to push the bar a little bit more up. So with the cartridge setup, the machine have a little bit more stroke, because you have the normal compression spring that help the bar to go up, plus the membrane to push up the bar. but it's the same. You just focus on how much the needle come out from the tips. Here I suggest the same. Normally it's very short, but like I say, up to you, depend how you work. If you prefer have more stroke, that's it, set up like you want. But pretty much it's okay with the you can see here the tube is a little bit, maybe a few millimeters inside the frame level. That's it, that's perfect. Now, rubber band. Okay, my rubber band, you stretch few times like this, okay? Then you double one, okay? And you go inside. Okay, you pass the coin. Yes, this way. So now, pull one part and go on top of the armature bar. Exactly in this way. You can see? Yes. And the other part, you adjust on the, like the other one, on the two famous carve part on the frame that just keep in position the rubber band. There we go. So why this? Because in this way the rubber band on top of the armature bar try to contrast the membrane that pushing up the bar. Exactly like this. Same voltage pretty much. So now I try to run in at 11. And that's it. Okay, let me show you the power of the motor. Okay, let's remove the tension from the top of the bar. Okay, so now, and let's put the rubber band in the same way as the normal needle setup, huh? The rubber band always have to be, because it just hold the bar that it don't come out from the needle bar pretty much. Okay. Again, it's 11 volt. I don't touch nothing. You see the machine run. Okay, let's go down. Now I go down at 7 volts, huh? 7 volts now. No jump start, nothing. 49 Magnum cartridge, no help of the rubber band on the bar, okay? Just if the motor go or don't go. You see, it don't go. Now it goes. So, but it's a limit. So let's go maybe half volts more. 7.5 volts. No jump start, no rubber band and help, cartridge. You see? The motor start, no problem. This means that this motor have a high torque even at lower volts. Okay? Because it's really low now at this speed. You can pretty much tattooing at that speed, it's too low. But the motor push because it's strong. Okay? Don't have a problem to win the power of the membrane cartridge. You remember, think about this. Who invented the system? The Cheyenne. The Cheyenne, it don't push the cartridge. You need a special cable or the jump start. So the brand that create this system made a machine that is weak. because the motor himself can't push the cartridge. You need a special cable to help, because the motor was a bullshit. Even the motor was made here in Germany, it cost a lot of money. It was not a high torque motor, it was very weak. And the proof is this: lower volt, it ran. So if your machine don't make this, mean the motor don't have enough torque. That's it. Never mind the motor cost €1,000 and is gold made. Don't have a torque. That's quite simple. So that's it. Regular needle setup, cartridge setup. You can use the same system, but I suggest the other way, like I showed before, that the rubber band keep pushing down the bar. Clip cord, RCA. That's it. I think it's pretty much everything. I try to upload tonight on the website for buying, if you want to buy the model. Any question, you comment, anything you want to know. And pretty much is that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next video.